I didn't tell you, we discussed that poem in workshop.
Today?
Tonight, yes. So, you know.
Love to be taught.
I know, yeah. So people will have some things to say, too, after this. All good things. Lots of questions.
All
so
excellent.
great. Yes. All right, folks. Next up, we have Sarah Ghazal Ali.
Woo!
Yes. Sarah is the author of Theophanies, Alice James Books, 2024, selected as the editor's choice for the 2022 Alice James Award. She holds an MFA in poetry from the University of Massachusetts Amherst and is an assistant professor of English at Macalester College. Winner of the Sewanee Review Poetry Prize, her poems and essays have been published in the American Poetry Review, the Kenyon Review, the Academy of American Poets Poem a Day series, Best New Poets, and elsewhere. A Stadler and Kundiman Fellow, Sarah serves as the poetry editor for West Branch and lives in St. Paul, Minnesota. Many, many Blue Hour applauses for Sarah. Good.
Thank you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Hello, thank you, Marty. Ron, that's a really tough act to follow. Your voice is beautiful. Can you just sing to us?
We're doing karaoke later?
Ooh.
Yes.
All right,
Some
karaoke
might be
after
cool.
this. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the Chicago Poetry Center for having me, for having both of us. Something that feels especially special about this pairing is that we're pressmates.
Yay!
Yay, Alice James Books. I'm so excited to get your book. Yay. Great press. Highly recommend. Something that Marty said that really resonates with me is this idea of worlds being built and then worlds being deconstructed and new worlds being made. I think this first poem kind of speaks in the vein of that. Self-portrait as mouthpiece of God. In most versions, I am impossible. Flesh immolated by the hot voice of a calling angel, not Sybil, never a throat for any wise man or lord's speech, though I too was once congealed blood, a mere clot, and I too became a clump of sinew, then grew a body of man, though I am no man, nor prophet, not an oracle, nor beautiful enough to tongue a syllable of revelation. My hair is palmed and pulled, my form light, obedient and so kept vacant. I heed all commands. I bear the brunt, someday even a child, and once I'm a mother, paradise will beckon from beneath my ordinary feet. No, not mouthpiece, but gaping cervix, marrow blown from the concave neck of a bone, and still a message worth hearing. Throughout the book, I think a lot about matrilineage and about women as origin points for faith, as opposed to the kind of patriarchal way of thinking about it. And one thing that I'm really obsessed with that kind of catalyzed the whole project is the figure of Sarah in the Bible and in the Quran. Sarah as this mother of nations, as this grand matriarch, as the wife of the prophet Abraham. And in a number of traditions, there's this moment where she overhears that she's going to have a child at like the ripe old age of 100 or 300 or whatever the story says. There's different versions of it. And she kind of scoffs in disbelief and laughs. And I just find that so remarkable that even if like a message is coming to you directly in olden times from God, there's still room to laugh in disbelief. There's room to do that, to have a human flawed reaction in front of the divine. And I find that so fascinating as a model for what faith can hold. So this poem circles that, is one of many that circles that. Temporal. At 5, my father shows me a color-coded model of the brain. We take it apart together, piece by heavy plastic piece. blue, temporal lobe, burrowed within a red bean, the amygdala. Like a seed? Yes, he laughs, where feelings bud. I picture current anger, pleasure amassing in brick and berry, and fear as a clotting kind of dark, the first prick of blood on a thumb. I unlimb my dolls, braid and section their stiff hair. I scratch their painted eyes, chide them for their lack of anything occipital. I've seen it, pried open the skulls, found them empty. I wish I could be taken apart, thank what keeps me alive inside. Amygdala from almond, the precise shape of our eyes, mine and his identical, but for his laugh lines. To live is to see but the walls of my body, flesh the furthest point from the formless God my father never joins me in believing. Each spring he tends fervently his garden, coaxes to life new green. Genesis splits the earth anew. Decreed in old age to bear a son, my namesake trusted the parts she couldn't see, the buds God insisted were there, whole nations within her. From beyond scripture she returns to crawl through my throat. Her involuntary sound, a revelation. I'm frightened, I'm awestruck. She lingers in the periphery, shaded behind doors. Faith a legacy of echoes. Every echo a reflection of voice. I still hear her laughter. What I know is the brain's doing. What I believe bewilders me. I have another Sarah poem, or another Sarah poem. Mother of Nations. By now it's almost boring. The peal of Sarah's bewildered laugh. The sidelined matriarch, barren until she wasn't. I pretend not to hear Sarah's bewildered laugh. How does a barren tomb sound, waiting until she wasn't? I pretend to be honeycomb, sucked clean, scraped raw. The sound of a barren tomb, waiting each month for the inevitable wilt of a cervix sucked clean, scraped raw. Hajar had it easy until she didn't. Sprouting, spared the inevitable monthly wilt. Sarah's throat plumed right in God's face. Hajar had the easy job until she didn't. But enough, it's boring, watching faith peel. Have people heard of contrapuntals in poetry? Yes! I love form and I love contrapuntals because there are basically 3 or more poems in one. I'll show you if you can see. So it's kind of written in 2 columns, and the idea is that you can read the left-hand column going down, and that's one poem, the right-hand column going down, that's another, and then left to right forms number 3. So I'll read this all 3 ways. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Is that very fast? Okay. And I'll repeat the title. Matrilineage umbilicus. The first inheritance where you detach from an undug grave. In one language named Eve, the period preceding. But origin can't be an oculus. My abdomen rounded from navel to sex. Text appeared, Aleph, Abjad, mammalian. I did not want this. It appeared from figment. Witness. Matrilineage umbilicus. A puncture wound. Your mother. Call it provenance. Havla or life source. Some say wife or mother of. Tethered to consequence, doomed to gape before a mirror. A line appeared. Linea nigra. The first letter, Aleph, inferred. I, matriline. Look how I multiplied. I bore your body. Matrilineage umbilicus. The first inheritance, a puncture wound. where you detach from your mother. An undug grave, call it provenance, in one language named Havva, life source, Eve, the period preceding. Some say wife or mother of, but origin can't be tethered to consequence. An oculus doomed to gape before a mirror, my abdomen rounded, a line appeared from navel to sex. Linea nigra, text appeared. Aleph, the first letter. Abjad inferred, Aleph, mammalian eye, matriline. I did not want this. Look how it appeared. I multiplied from figment. I bore witness, your body. A fun fact about this one is that it's about a real dead bird, and I guess a general fun fact about me is that I see a dead bird like once every 3 days. I feel like I'm haunted by like very clean dead birds. They never look like there's blood or anything bad coming out of them. It looks like they're just stunned, but they're always dead. So 2 dead bird poems made it into the book. I'll read one of them. February augury. Yulon magnolias blossom first as birds. Little feathered fists I admit to imagining could harm me. Extending barefaced from trees, the known homes of jinn, I'm told. The night deepens and locusts halo my head, or don't. Believe me, I barely believe the heralds I've seen, the mirror windowed if I stare a beat too long, my face refracting others, foremothers, my beloved's hands rising in supplication under winter rain, stopping after spotting the dead sparrow by the door, bent like a comma, as if asking him to pause, or telling me to wait. My middle name is Ghazal, so I feel obligated to read a Ghazal. This is called Ghazal, Ghazal. My people are lovers of the Sher, Qasida, Ghazal. My people memorize the Quran and recite the Ghazal. My God elicits trust through aqsam, oath after oath. My people sing, don't insist on leaving tonight, Farida's Ghazal. My people must include my father, his voice swinging from baritone to bellow. Did my God not make his mouth oral imprint of every sung ghazal? My people say I am a morsel of their great green liver. My people love first like vultures, then martyrers. Death the sprawling shadow behind each sunlit ghazal. My people are bordered, my people are borderless. My God swears by the fig, the olive, the brightest star, and a prophet who penned no ghazal. My father practiced his English with me. I want to blame him, my voice void of, my throat hostile to ghazals. My father uncovered my hair. I want to blame him. My prayers might never reach my God, nor my entreating ghazals. Am I of my people? Do I please my Lord? My hair was bared, but someone veiled named me Ghazal. I'll end with just one more poem. This is in the voice of Hajar, thought to be this foil or counterpart to Sarah in the biblical and Quranic stories, and it's written as a letter. Epistle, Hajar. Agate, alyssum, apricot, simple pleasures I can still pronounce in this desert. Love's only dominion, the clear, well-walked path to drinkable water. I hesitate to ask for answers, remembering the others forsaken in a basket, garden, well. There's no one left to write to, but I'd tell of the tree, its sweet shade at high noon, the untorn snakeskin I found while digging for wetness in the sand. Against the crude mountains, his turned back whittled down by my calls. I've learned to cull want from weight, to walk until water appears. Thank you.
Open mic and our Sarah feature. It's almost too much, the pastorality of it.
It's the month of Ramadan, so it's like lots of stuff.
It's so much. It's so much. Whew, all right. Couple quick things. There will be books for sale in the back at that table, right back there. You know, I always promote the fact that we're a big book buying audience, so don't make me a liar. Go ahead and do that. Also, you don't want to get home and be like, I should have bought that book. Like, that's the worst feeling, right? Yes, buy the book. Buy the book. There is beer, wine, and water for sale in the back. Make sure to sign up for the mailing list if you're not already on it. Huge thanks to the CPC staff, our super volunteer Chris, our amazing interpreter Vera Marie. Doesn't look easy, it's not easy. Enjoy the evening.